What's going on, guys? It's your boy Burroaks 77 coming to you live for Gold Boys Network, sponsored by Pickett. Shout out our sponsors. I'm here today with the esteemed Lord Brad Thomas, and we are going to jump right into what I feel is the best game of the day. Clearly, we're both dressed for it. I'm rocking my all Napa Kappa tracksuit, just so you know that
Oh
fit top to
boy.
bottom. I got the full official over here. Brad is in his Juve kit. We got the top two teams in Serie A squaring off. This is going to be a great match. However, it's not going to be a great match for goals.
No.
Juve is the best defensive team in Serie A. I believe they've only let up like 7 fucking goals all season in Serie A. They've been absolutely grinding out 1-0 wins ever since the Maccabi Haifa
Yeah.
disaster at UCL. They have just focused on Serie A. They've jumped all the way up to second in the table. They're going to get Pogba back. If Dustin stays, they get him back. This
Yeah.
Juve team's a real fucking threat to threaten for another Scudetto.
Yeah. Dude, like I was on board of I wanted Allegri back so bad because I wanted Juventus to get back to what made us have that massive Scudetto run was playing great defense,
Seven
seeing
in a
out
row?
games, and bro, I was heartbroken when our streak ended, but it was like the reason he got sacked was it wasn't fun football to watch. Not for casual fans, you know. But there's no better feeling than winning trophies.
Yeah.
And then we bounced around manager to manager. Sorry, Pirlo. Like we get guys who are trying to change the culture of Juventus, and then you bring back Allegri, and I think myself, I was a little hard on him because I was saying like we need to sack him, we need to get rid of him. But then I had to forget. I had to remember that he's not playing. He wasn't playing with his guys. He had to change the tactics and the mentality and the culture back to what it was. And now you see Juventus getting healthier, playing with the guys, the midfield that Allegri wants. They are a force to be reckoned with. I'm happy of what's going on. Today's match is two completely opposite styles. And I've always been of the mind that the sound defense, the team who's the most sound, has the advantage. You can try and score as many goals as you want, but if you cannot break down a defense, it is difficult. And I think a lot of people are going to forget that they like in soccer and football, it's hard to break down good defenses. I don't care
Yeah.
how great your offense is. That's why you see your attack is. That's why you see so many teams when you get to the finals of UCL or the semifinals of UCL. So many of these high-powered, high-octane attacks end up losing, especially like when they go against a side
Liverpool.
like when they go against a side against Real Madrid, the Liverpool Real Madrid match. Liverpool, this attack so great,
In
blah
case
blah
anyone
blah
forgot.
blah. Yeah, and man, I'm excited for today's match. I'm so stoked. Like my popcorn's gonna be ready.
Absolutely, dude. I'm right there with you. I love the price we're getting on the under too. Like
Yeah,
I can't believe we're getting what was it? A minus 122. I
yep.
think I published a little before we jumped on air. I'm in for a full to win a full unit on under 2.5. Juve's been keeping a ton of clean sheets. Now, this is going to be difficult. Like the house in Napoli is going to be fucking rocking
Yes.
today. Napoli's no joke. They sit at the top of the table. They do concede a few goals, but that offense is a fucking weapon, man. I love Victor Osimhen. I think he's an extremely talented player. The fact that he's staying in Serie A is awesome. Also, he's Nigerian. Shout out my
Yes,
Nigerians.
Nigerian. Let's go,
Um,
baby.
Special K has fallen back to earth a little bit here after the World Cup.
Yep.
It really sucks to see stuff like that because when you get a young kid like him who's just absolutely on a rip and grabbing a ton of attention, almost 2 months off is not what he needs. He needs to keep playing every day, keep feeling the pressure, keep building off of that momentum. So I I've still been playing his assist because it's just absolutely the price is just ridiculous for
Yeah.
how good that offense is. I'm probably going to stay pretty off player props today. We'll talk about it once we get lineups. I will look at, like, if they're gonna give me a good number on Rabiot's shot on target, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that because Rabiot's my fucking G over there. I think Weston McKennie does really well for Juve too.
Yep.
I don't see if Juve is scoring, it's probably going to be on the counter.
Yeah.
Their entire mission today is going to be pack the box. Don't let Napoli score at home. Control the ball. Control this game. And Juve, Allegri, everybody would be happy grinding out a 0-0 draw or a 1-1 draw. If Juve can come out here with a point, that
Yep.
is huge for them. I like Napoli. It's crept up. It's plus 100 on the money line now. If you like the home team, I saw when I did the show with Leg on Wednesday, I saw a shit ton of value in Juve double chance. It's moved a little bit, but I still think there's value in Juve double chance. Especially if you think Juve scores today. If you think Juve scores today, just lock up Juve double chance
Yeah.
because I really see this game ending 0-0, 1-0, 1-1.
Yep.
Like I don't see Napoli winning 2-0 here. Though it would be cool. I just think it'll be really tough. I don't see Juve winning 2-0. I don't
If
see
Juve
it going.
scores 2 goals in this game,
I'll shit my pants.
It's because Napoli gets a red in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, dude, I agree with you here, and I'm on the under as well. You said it before. Juventus have only conceded 7 goals all season, and on the road they have 100% hit rate under 2.5 goals. Their mission is to come out of here 0-0, 1-0. You steal a point. You steal a point on the road against the number one team. That is a win when you are trying.
That's a
Allegri said this.
Scudetto win. That's a long term. This is
Yes.
how we win a fucking Scudetto
Yes.
win.
Allegri says you get the points when you can. You get a point here. That is the road to building the block to knocking down Napoli off this impressive run they've had this season.
Because then Napoli got to come to your house and
Yes,
try
then they
and
got to come
steal
to the
a
house,
point.
and you're already inside their mind thinking, man, they played us tough. They played us tough in Naples. Now we got to go to Turin, where it's always bumping
Always
and
lit.
trying to compete. So I'm excited for this match. I actually am going to play some player prop unders for Juventus passing. This is not going to be a game where you're going to see Di Maria pass the ball back and forth 45 times this match. Di Maria's goal, get the ball forward when we have the ball. I'm also going to play, and I'm also going to play a lot of shot props on the midfielders for Napoli.
Yep.
Because when you have a sound defense like Juventus is going to have, it's going to be a lot of guys taking shots outside the box. And I got to see if Paredes.
99.
Yep, I got Giza's gonna be good. I gotta see if Paredes is gonna start in the midfield too for Juventus. If he does, I'm 1000% taking his shot on target. He will probably be him and Rabiot will probably be the only people with shots on target if Juve don't score. And the price is gonna be too nice not to play it. I'd imagine his price. I looked earlier. I think his price is like +2 something here. Where I have it right here. Oh no, I have to build this one.
If Quadrado starts on the back line, that price should be pretty nice. And Quadrado's always cheeky for a shot.
Yeah, I think
especially when he's playing as a defender.
Yep, I think Quadrado, if he plays, is going to be coming off the bench. I think they're going to want to work him in. Like, it's going to be funny to see, like, when Quadrado comes back, Bonucci comes back. Where do you put Kostic? Does Kostic play out wide, or does he go back into the middle? Does Paredes get dropped? Does Locatelli get dropped? Both of these teams are so stacked with talent. This is to have this game, to have this match, and at the end of the day on a Friday, when we're ready for happy hour, it is an absolute gem.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got a little Irish in my coffee going on right now, getting ready for this game. So yeah, guys, that's Juve Napoli. We are clearly jacked on that one. Love a good Scudetto challenge. Love a good Italian game. Today, I want to talk about my next favorite game. And I think this one's gonna fly under the radar for some people. My next favorite game is Celta versus Villarreal. I know Spanish La Liga isn't everyone's favorite. It's clearly mine. I love this game. First of all,
Yep.
Thiago Aspas is Celta's entire fucking team. So go ahead and take him for a goal or an assist. As long as he's playing, that's how Celta scores. I don't see him not playing. He rested for their Copa del Rey match or whatever. Came on like, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 minutes into the second half. But yeah, he is that entire team. It really sucks that they have never been able to get him any help over there. But he's committed to just staying at Celta and being the fucking man over there, which is great. His name is attached to, I don't know, ballpark 85% of everything that comes up on Celta's score sheet. So his props are a super good look. My man Chuck Uwazy for Villarreal is finally getting the fucking respect on his name that he deserves. I've been screaming for him to get more ticks since last season. Another young Nigerian with an absolute killer left foot. If this guy creates space and gets the ball on his left, watch the fuck out because he's a major problem.
And he's plus 350 to score today. Like,
And he's
I,
got goals in 2 of his last 3 or
yep.
3 of his last 4.
I like this match too because like this is going to be one of those I'm hoping to see. I'm hoping to see a little bit of movement towards the both teams to score no, so I can get a little bit better price on both teams to score. If you look like a lot of times when soccer bettors are betting soccer, and what they do, and it's one of my biggest pet peeves is they look at this whole season as a painting, where they look at the end of the painting, like what the actual artwork looks like. They don't look at the steps that were taken in chunks of the painting. No artist ever paints one painting from start to finish with one exact constant rhythmic motion. And what I say by that is you have to break these games down into chunks. You have to break these seasons down into chunks. That's why it's so important to look. If you look at how Villarreal is coming into this game, how Celta's coming into this game, that makes me like both teams to score, yes. Over if you just look at the entire season as one painting. You have to remember Villarreal, new manager, new tactics. Everything is changing. So
Just
I like both teams. Yep. I like both teams to score here at minus 122. I'm going to be patient because I'm okay with playing this to minus 125. I'm going to be patient and wait for lines to come out. Wait for the action to kind of take hold, because I think a lot of people are going to be enticed by this minus 108 for no, and I hope to get a little bit of a better price. But I don't care about. I'm not overly concerned about 3 cents to hurting me a little bit. So yep. I like both teams to score here as well, and I'm probably going to take Check Uwazy to score as well at plus 350.
Love it. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. I actually might split a unit on Chuck Uwazy goal and assist on those 2 best prices available, because Chuck Uwazy does do both. And Villarreal is getting healthy up top again, so they are starting to have a couple more threats. But just like you said, I love where your head's at. Villarreal has been trash away for probably 18 months in a row. But like you said, you can't look at this in a vacuum. They just beat Madrid. This is going to be and they have to play Madrid in the Copa del Rey again. Like, just so you guys know, like, after this, that's Villarreal's next fucking match, is they got to go right back and play Madrid again. So yeah, they need to take advantage. They need to come away with at least 1, maybe 3 points here on the road. Because Celta's a solid team. They finished mid-table last year. They got hot, they went cold. They got hot, they went cold. That's just kind of how Celta rolls. But yeah, I love both teams to score here. I personally locked this in at minus 112 already, so I think you'll get the price movement you're looking for. I love this match. Like I said, Aspas is Celta's whole team. Look at Aspas props. That's really all it takes. He takes their set pieces, he takes their corners, and he's proven that he's the only consistent goal scorer there. I think he's still 3rd or 4th in La Liga for goals. So yeah, like Aspas is the backpack and the engine that drives that Celta team. I love the young Nigerian Chuck Ueze. 350 for a goal is a phenomenal price for the form he's in. I like his assist as well. I
Are
will
you
be
gonna
taking
are you gonna take any action on a shot on target? I feel like you have to at plus 100
for two.
for one.
For one shot on target on Chuck, goddamn right,
Yeah,
yeah, fucking lock that shit in.
yeah,
Obviously, wait for lineups, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. The funniest thing about these numbers for like shots on target, they don't move that fast. Like when you get the
right.
lineup, like boom. The only time you get like really crazy line movement is if like I don't know, you have a bench guy starting as your
Half
striker.
the time, guys that aren't starting are priced worse than guys who are.
Yeah,
Like they
yeah,
don't really move those,
exactly.
unless they see huge player inflow, huge
Yeah,
money come in on them that sets off some alarms. So, yeah, I love this. Let me take a look. It looks like Sam is talking to himself in chat a lot. Okay, gave me a Rabiot shot on target price. Appreciate you, Sam. Outside the box as well. Plus 750 on points bet.
that's nice.
I would maybe, if you're feeling cheeky and you got a little extra money to burn, look for guys to hit the woodwork in this Juve Napoli game because you should be able to find 20 to 1 or better on pretty much everybody to hit the woodwork and find guys you like to shoot because yeah,
Yeah,
I see well, we obviously know how strong the keeper for Juve is. He was
yeah,
Poland's starter in the World Cup, saved a Messi penalty kick. Like
yeah.
I don't like Messi. That's very, very hard to do. So yeah, he'll be pushing them. I expect to see some pinging off the woodwork here because that's how tight this game's going to be. It's going to be a matter of inches. Um, yes, we are just talking soccer this stream. That's what we do on Friday afternoons. We're getting super hyped about it.
Yes.
That said, our next game today is Austin Villa versus Leeds
Mm.
at Villa. Villa's playing some fucking good ball, man.
Yeah.
I am clearly a big Leeds guy. I fuck with Jesse Marsh. I got an Aronson Leeds kit in my closet.
Nice.
I've been an Aronson fan since his days with the Philly Union. That's my boy. Shout out Union. Um, I love both teams to score in this game. I can't talk myself out of it. The price was a lot better on Wednesday when I did this show with Les minus 140 now, so it's tough to do a straight on that. You might look to combine it with like some corners. This one probably has some cards in it too. Leeds
Yep.
love to high press. Tyrone Mings is a great player. So don't get me wrong. When I say Tyrone Mings is a fucking hack, that doesn't mean he's not a great player. He is a fucking hack, though, but he's a strategic hack. He
Yep.
makes sure that when he hacks and falls, he's doing it for a reason and he's preventing something. I saw him, dude, with Unai Emery over there, they're playing fucking great
They
ball
are
now.
playing great.
There was a problem in the locker room. The last manager fucking stripped the armband from Mings. He's playing fucking great football right now. I saw him clean pick one off the line the other day.
Yep.
Ollie Watkins is a fucking G. I've always been a fan. I love Aronson for Leeds. I love Rodrigo. I like Somerville, the young
So, oh my
Colombian up
God.
there.
I'm so pissed he didn't score last match. I was like, for sure he's getting a goal. And his price was like plus four something to score a goal. I was like, I played it. I was like, there's no way you don't play that price. Like I had to. I don't know. I didn't know what his price is today, but I feel like if I don't take him to score, then he's gonna score. I didn't even check his price because I'm probably not gonna play it. But man, he is a stud.
Yeah. We'll look at So what we like to do here on Fridays is we cover the matches, give our initial reads, and then we'll circle back to them at the end when we get
Cool.
lineups and we can throw some player props out and do a little shopping that way. Just put because that tends to get a little more boring because we're looking at other stuff, but also people are then engaged because we're actually giving them prices while lineups are out. So
Yep.
tends to work a little better that way, in my opinion. I think Leeds have been playing good fucking football. The fact
Yeah.
that people keep criticizing Jesse Marsh and he keeps getting big fucking away points blows my mind. And now this might just be the universe that is Twitter, because I know Leeds fans are pretty fucking happy with him. I'm very happy with what Jesse Marsh is doing over there. I think this is a cheeky spot where Leeds could come away with a point, and you can get their double chance at like minus 115, minus
Yeah.
120.
I was thinking the same thing too. That's what kind of made me like, I'm the kind of guy who, when I see a game that I like a double chance, but I think there's goals, like I'm the kind of guy who's like wants to take Leeds to score 2 goals in this match.
Yeah.
Like the price was what, 195 earlier today. I obviously will want to see how they line up, but that also makes me mean I like both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Like Leeds
Yep.
have been playing, they've been scoring well. That's what is like really interesting. Like they scored 2, like that was at home. They scored 2 against West Ham. They scored against City, which was no easy task. They scored 3 against Tottenham. Like they've been scoring in bunches.
They
And
high
that,
key could have won that City game.
yes,
Like no, like don't get me wrong. I love Leeds. I love the effort. I love the energy. That goal they gave up right before half, that was dumb as shit. You cannot try Brazilian hot boy shit when you're playing
yeah,
against fucking City. Like, I'm sorry, midfielder, you can't fucking put the ball up in the air, try and juggle it and pass it to Aronson. You got fucking you got your pocket picked and it went for a goal on the back end.
yeah.
Don't try Brazilian hot boy shit against City. Go ahead and do it here against fucking Villa though, because like, no disrespect to Villa, they ain't City.
I love corners in this match too.
Yeah,
But I'm still debating between myself. I'm going to take over 4.5 corners for Leeds. It's a disrespect for it to be plus money. Like this game's gonna be too back and forth. There's gonna be too many shots taken by both teams. And over 9.5 is tasty, but I'd want that to be closer to minus 110. It's at
yeah,
minus 125. When you're like, how I bet on corner markets is when you're naturally going against statistics. If you're going to go against statistics, you have to get the best value you possibly can. Like tactics is how you win corners, but at the end of the day, statistics are going to get you close to your number all the time. So minus 125 is a little bit too juice for me to play. But you're telling me Leeds to get 5 corners in a game that's going to be back and forth. You're giving me plus 115. If that misses, you only need to hit what, 48% to be profitable.
yep.
So I like that number on them.
Also, great segue there with tactics. If you watch Leeds and you know football, you know all they do is high press.
Yeah.
They want to the second Aston Villa gets the ball and tries to play out from the back, they put that fucking press on, they create turnovers and they create chances.
Yeah.
Leeds, Jesse Marsh ball loves pressing forward and going for goal. What's Leeds on the corner spread? Because I might fuck with them on a corner spread too.
Their
Because
spread
Villa
is,
is going to be much more comfortable playing out of the back and trying to slow things down because that's Unai Emery ball to a T.
yeah, they're
Possession,
plus 1.5. And then plus a half is minus 102. Like I'm 100% gonna play their corners. Like I
yep.
can't I can't not do it.
Yeah, I think they rack up corners here versus Villa because Villa defends corners very well.
Yeah.
And side note, that's where Leeds. I've seen improvement, but they're still bad at
Yeah.
defending set pieces.
Yeah.
If you think taking a set piece goal for a Villa guy isn't a bad call. Whoever's
Yeah,
on
not at all.
corners for them or whoever's taking free kicks from them, maybe look at their shots on target from outside the box, shit like that. Headers, especially. That's another place where Tyrone Mings is definitely a threat when he's playing up on corners on headers.
Yeah.
I don't love him for a goal today, but it's worth a note. He's a big body, and is and Leeds suck at set pieces. So yeah, that's Friday. Oh, I want to throw out a little cheeky thing. I don't do this often,
Uh-oh.
but I was relatively inebriated last night about 2 a.m. and I had to run a parlay with my 3 favorite bets from these games. So I ran up a little parlay of both teams to score Leeds Via,
Okay.
both teams to score via Real Celta under 2.5 Juve.
I like that. I like, and you can throw a little bit of Hearts today versus St. Mirren. Throw Hearts team total over 1.5. Throw that in that parlay. That's spicy.
Yeah, I got plus 450, plus 470, something like that on that
Yeah,
3-legger. So I think that's some nice value
that's
there
good.
on 3 very watchable and competitive games today. it's going to be tough to pick. Like, luckily I have 3 TVs in my living room, so I don't have to pick and choose. But it's going to be tough to pick and choose which games you want to watch today because
Oh
all
yeah.
3 of these are crackers.
Yeah, I have 3 TVs as well. I'm gonna put Juventus game in the middle and put the other 2 on the top.
Yes, sir. Let's move over to England on Saturday.
Yes.
We're starting the day with the fucking Manchester Derby, baby. This one's gonna be great because sorry, City, you look like fucking shit, bro.
Bad.
And the fact that people keep telling me City 7-0, you ain't watching this team because City ain't scoring 7-0 on fucking anybody. And United's playing good fucking ball right now. They got Anthony cooking again, which is fucking huge. Paid 100 million for him. I was very upset with how Ten Hag handled his dancing situation, but it looks like that's fucking behind them. Casemiro is playing like the best fucking guy on that team. He's making insane tackles all over the pitch.
Yep.
Not that I ever had a doubt. Shout out Casemiro, Madrid legend forever. And he's got 3 assists in what, 4 games, 5
Yeah.
games. So he's
And a goal.
fucking running train on people. And I had never had the slightest bit of doubt because you don't play for fucking Madrid, win 5 UCLs, and then I was so pissed when people are like, well, Cass needs time to adjust to the Prem. Cass needs time to adjust to the Prem. No, he fucking doesn't. He played for Madrid. He won 5 titles. Put him on the pitch.
I like this. I'm excited about this game because I think that we're gonna see a lot of people rise the price for Manchester City, where we're gonna get a good price to on some facet of playing of United. Like I might put United +1 in a parlay. I think that's probably how I'm gonna see it. Like United are playing great football. And I was like, I was defending City, but not to the point where I think that City are legitimately the best team in the Premier League. I don't believe that. A lot of that has to do with they don't have a sense of urgency. You cannot play.
No, and they've also played 5 games in fucking 10 days.
Yeah, the Premier League. The Premier League is one of those leagues so stacked top to bottom. If you don't play with a sense of urgency in every match, any team that you play can be the reason you drop points. And even in their cup match, like people are gonna say they don't care about their cup match. Yeah, right. Pep be the first person to tell you who wants the Treb. They didn't play with a sense of urgency.
Oh yeah.
The entire time. Their cup match before, not the cup match before that, they won 4-0, but their match against Chelsea, they didn't play with a sense of urgency. They just thought they were going to go through the motions. Stuff like this happens when you were
Worst
at the
game
top.
I've watched since the end of the World Cup,
Oh
by the
my
way.
God.
What, like, I got really fucking heated the other day.
Yeah.
Because like I put people on a loser. Like it was that Atalanta game where they went down 2-0.
Oh yeah.
Like, dude, I got fucking furious when people are like, dude, this game's trash. Atalanta's trash. I'm like, you're not watching the game. You're watching the fucking score ticker, and you're mad because the bet's losing. Like, that game had 20 fucking goal chances in it. That was a cracker of a game.
Yeah.
And shout out fucking Atalanta. They came back, drew that 2-2, and got their road point. That was not a boring game. That Chelsea City game was
Oh
the
my
most
God.
boring fucking game of football I've seen in a long time. 1 shot on goal in the first half between both teams.
I smashed live under. I smashed the live under. I smashed live under corners. I was just like, this cannot be happening. Like, and you knew Chelsea wasn't going to press forward that much because hell, they get a point there. Huge.
Yeah, point at home off of City. That's huge for them.
Yeah, that game was so I'm excited for this United match. I actually when I was looking at this, of course it's another one. When I play corners, like I kind of like to see what formation they're in. But I mean, United have been getting a lot of corners and conceding a lot of corners. Yep. I think that we could see 10 corners in this match. And these teams don't like each other. If you are afraid of playing 10 corners, pair this up with cards. Like get 7.5 corners.
Oh yeah, this is Derby's equal card City.
Yep.
Let me see if I can check who's reffing this game real quick, actually.
I think I have it pulled up. Where is it?
We got Atwell. Atwell's reffing this one. Yep. So I will pull up his card stats while I continue to talk about that one. Because I want to bring up a great point that Leg made on Wednesday. It's that City, yes, they have looked bad. I will talk shit on them because I like to talk shit on favorites any fucking chance I get. It's one of my favorite things to do. Just because, and especially in EPL, because you like the amount of EPL fucking hardos I have to deal with being a Madrid fan
Yeah.
pisses me off. So I love shit talking City and the top of the EPL table. That said, the price on City right now is disrespectful if you like City. Go
Yeah.
ahead and lay the -125. This will be one of the most playable Holland Wincast prices you'll ever find
Yeah.
outside of UCL. So the fact that you can get Holland on a Wincast at plus money here isn't something to turn your nose up at if you like City. I think there is value on Man United at the double chance, or like you said, the +1, because they are playing real good football. I worry about Marcus Rashford because he is on an absolute fucking
On
rip,
a
and he
heater.
does it every year. He goes 5-6 games in a row where you're like, that's it, that's the Rashford we paid for, and then bang, 2 months, Casper the Friendly Ghost, he's fucking gone.
Yeah, I think he's in a good situation now where like if
He's
I know
got
that
Anthony, he's got
yeah,
Martial,
he's
he's
got guys who
got
can
fucking
service him.
Bruno. Yup.
He doesn't have to create like he's like the way Rashford plays is he's so good at getting in great positions. He is so good at that. When you have guys like Anthony servicing him the ball, it makes life easy for him because he can finish. And I think that's what the biggest thing for him to continue his success will be. I'll probably be on Erling Haaland over 3.5 shots in this match as well too. It's
All
plus
right.
money.
So I pulled up Atwell's stats. He's given a couple of pens out. So he's refed 11 Premier League games. He calls an average of 19 fouls a game. Gives out 3.5 yellow cards a game, 39 overall, and he's given out 2 reds. He gave out one. And this
He gave
doesn't
out
give me.
7 cards, Tottenham, Fulham, no red, but he gives out a ton of cards like
Yeah, he does for
City.
EPL. That's a lot of cards.
Yeah. 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow.
Yeah, last game, Brentford Pool 3, Leeds City 3, Wolves Arsenal 2, Chelsea Man U a pen and 4 cards. So yeah,
Wow.
Atwell's definitely a guy who's not afraid to pull the book out. So you can definitely attack the cards market in this Manchester derby as well.
Man, I wish both teams to score was a playable price. I actually know what I think I'm gonna do.
I think both teams to score over 2.5 is a very playable price.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my favorite derby plays and parlay them all together.
Hell yeah, dude. I love that. Next off, we got Brighton hosting Pool. We were talking a little bit before the show how Pool's in the mud, how I think it's super disrespectful that Madrid to advance over Pool in UCL is plus money. But anyway, we're not talking about that. Brighton is on a fucking rip right now, man. They're
Yes.
playing really good football. And hot take here, Graham Potter is the not a hot take. Chelsea fans have been screaming for his job since game 3, but I mean, like Brighton's on a rip here. Getting rid of Potter might have been the right move for them.
Yep. De Zerbi comes in, installs some great attacking presence.
They're not a joke anymore. Like
no.
you know how long it's been since I've seen a Brighton XG tweet.
Yeah, man. Listen, okay. This is my favorite bet of the entire weekend. It's both teams to score and one team to win at plus 115. So Brighton is like 17% draw rate. Liverpool is 24% draw rate. I'm not worried about these two teams drawing. What I'm worried about is Liverpool's back line. Liverpool have conceded
trash,
8
and TAA
straight,
sucks.
Yes, conceded 8 straight contests. In every single one of those contests, over 2.5 goals. BTTS has hit, and Brighton have scored 2+ goals in every game in their last 4 games. And they even scored 2 against Arsenal when Arsenal was fucking locking them down. They were locking them down.
Should have had 3 that offside.
Yes.
It
And
was
Brighton just kept
offsides, but that
coming.
was some bullshit.
Brighton just kept coming and coming and coming in that game. So you're telling me I'm getting both teams to score and one team gets a result for plus 115. It's on BetMGM for anybody who's looking what book that is. Yes, I'm playing that. I'm also playing both teams to score over 2.5. This game is goals. 2.5, over 2.5 goals for both these teams is hitting at almost 73%. Like this game it's not even that it's two teams that want it to be fireworks. It's just two teams that have no other choice to make it fireworks. Right. Like Liverpool, defensively, they're so bad that they have to score a ton of goals. And Brighton know if they get results, they have to continue to score goals, find the back of the net. So it's my favorite bet of the entire weekend.
I'm right there with you. I love both teams to score over 2.5. For those of you, if you're not looking on MGM, the prop Brad's talking about is both teams to score no draw. It's widely available on every book. It's a great play. If you know, I really don't see this ending 1-1. You get a little risk that it might end 2-2. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
Because I just think both of these teams are just gonna have to press because they can't defend very well. And as I said, I don't really rate TAA, especially as a defender, as a part of the offense. Like, don't get me wrong, guy
he's
hits
great to get
banger free
assists.
kicks and puts in 6 service. Like, you want to have a back that presses forward and whips in crosses at 100 miles an hour. He's the perfect guy. He's a complete fucking liability on the defensive end, and Vinny Jr. ate his fucking lunch. So
he's one of those guys where he'll have a match and he'll be like, oh man, he had such a great match because he had an assist and he had 2 shots on target. But then you watch him, like you watch the tapes and he's just like getting freaking put in a spin cycle all match.
Next up, I'll mention it, but I don't really give a shit about this match. We got Everton versus Southampton. Do you care about this one?
I wrote about this match. I had to write about it for work, and I was gonna play the under.
Apologies. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
I was gonna play the under. I actually wouldn't condone playing under 2.5 goals for minus 132. This is one of those matches where if you like the under here, it's because you don't believe in the quality of either team. You don't think either team has enough quality to score goals. You don't like the under because stats tell you to play the under. You like it because the price is going to tell you to play it. I would actually probably play plus 111 for over 2.5 in this crap match. Like this is a game. If you play this, guys, don't bet on bad football. But if you do play this, you find the plus money. There was a line that I was looking at. It was plus 325. It's either team to win 1-0. That's a line that I thought was more fun, more value. But ultimately, I'm not going to play this game. Like,
I'm not going to watch this game.
It's going to be honest. There's going to be so much good football on. Like, when I scoured the lines here, I tell you, I looked for everywhere. Like, I looked so hard for an angle where I was like, yep.
James Ward-Prowse is on a fucking rip. That's the only angle I have here is James Ward-Prowse is still that dude. He's Southampton's whole fucking team.
Yep.
He scores 6 set-piece goals. He gets carded a fair amount too. So a shot on target with a card for James Ward-Prowse might be a look.
What's going to happen, and like what's funny about this, and you're like maybe live bet situation will tell the answer better, but what's going to happen when you have a team like Everton who all season have been sitting back and inviting pressure, and now the one match where they know this is a must win, they have to go forward. I think
this
they leave themselves
battle game.
Yeah, too. I think they leave themselves in some very scary situations, which for me, I'm not betting that.
No, I agree. You are sitting on a Southampton to get relegated ticket, though.
I am
correct, right?
Yeah, I'm sitting on.
I guess, I don't really care about this one, but I'll pull for Everton at home here for you.
I think it's funny. So many people are like, "There's no way Southampton get relegated." I was like, "Did you watch the second half of last season and what improvements have they made from year to year?"
Yep.
Yeah, that's a beautiful ticket that I have there.
Love it. Next one. I think this one's actually cheeky and has some value in it because Nottingham Forest is hosting Leicester. This is a perfect opportunity for this. To me, this screams Leicester get right game. I like a draw no bet on Leicester here. I know they haven't been playing great football. I know they've been banged up with injuries, yada, yada, yada. Nottingham Forest, I'm sorry, you fucking suck. You're getting relegated. You're going back to the championship. And not having Jesse Lingard, that you paid a lot of fucking money for, is a major fucking problem. Leicester, for all the shit I give them, they score goals. Like they
Yeah.
just do. And Nottingham Forest doesn't. Now, they did grind out an incredible win to beat Poole, which I was super happy about at home 1-0. I just really don't see them putting up another Herculean defensive effort like that. Again, with no Lingard, this team, their skill level comes down mightily.
Yeah. No Lingard and no Awonyi. Awonyi's out. He is their actual threat for pace down the pitch. Like this game is scary for Forest because you think Forest are going to want to play well, but like I just don't see who finds the back of the net on their team. It's not going to be Brenton
I
Johnson.
don't
It's not
know
going to be
who
Morgan
scores
Gibbs
the most
White.
for
Like
Forest.
yeah, I do think that if Leicester can score in the first half, I think they do score 2 in this match. And so I would probably play Leicester's team total over 1.5 for plus 150. And guys, I will tell you this. It's if you play that, you have to remember that this is a price. It's plus 150 for a reason. If they don't score in the first half, you're gonna be sweating your freaking behind off.
Yep. Facts. So yeah, I like Leicester on the draw no bet there. I think that first half goal is a nice little angle. And some people just only want to watch 45 minutes, which
Yeah.
I don't blame you because again, I will have this game on, but I think Brighton versus Poole in this time window is a great one. And the next one we're going to talk about, I think, is a low-key banger. Wolves hosting West Ham.
Yes.
Wolves has found a nice little run here. Their new manager is fitting in well. I'm a big fan of Huang. I like what he brings to the table. I wish my man Guedes was playing a little bit better. It looks like he's kind of not it, but he did get a goal the other day. I was big on West Ham preseason. I look like a fucking idiot for doing that. I will take some responsibility, but I'm also going to push some off on the manager because he's running out trash ass lineups and clearly doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Because you sign Samacha and then don't start him for like 8 games, I can't fucking help you. That's why I bought into West Ham, is because you went out and spent money and got an elite Italian striker and then didn't fucking play him. So that's on you. That's not on me. Anyway, the price on both teams to score here at plus money
100.
is a little
You have to play it.
ridiculous for the
You
form
have to
both teams are
play
in.
it.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
have
say
to
because
play it.
I don't play a lot of draws. This game screams 1-1 draw to me. I love a draw at plus 220 here.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that you said that. Like I'm playing both teams to score in this match. And I want to touch on your David Moyes point a little bit. I was reading his interview and he was basically saying like the reason for their struggles is they don't have like the talent, but it's like you look at all this money they spent, they have good players like Bowen, like Paqueta. These are good players. Like this Rice. Oh my God, Suchek's good too. Like these are good players. You're just not putting them in a position to win, and that's on the manager. Like you can make as many excuses as you want. That's on the manager.
Right, because I rate the fuck Saeed Benrahma. I think he's a very good player.
Yeah.
Stuck on a bad team. I rate the fuck Samacha. Obviously, little Sassuolo bias there, but like there's a reason that the market was what the market was for Samacha. He scored last game. You can see that when he gets the tick and he gets the ball in dangerous positions, that's what the fuck he does.
Yep.
He's a true 9. He scores buckets. Anthony has been in a rut. I'm not gonna lie, but like there's no point in continuing to force a guy out there to get him tick when he's in a rut. Like Anthony has the talent, he's just not playing super well right now. He needs to be loaned out somewhere where he's gonna get more tick, and it's a little easier for him to score because I've watched him score fucking worldies from 40 yards for Jamaica. Like. So that team has talent. It's just
they
not
pretty much
being
said
utilized.
He was out though. They pretty much said this is his last year. I'd be surprised if he makes it through the January window.
I would. I mean, there's plenty of teams that could use him. So again, I don't think you're going to get your return on your money. I think West Ham are doing bad, not great business front office wise too. Cause like, I get it. Declan Rice is a great player. He's not a $120 million midfielder. No
Yeah,
team goes,
no.
we're Declan Rice away from winning a Champions League. No team goes, we're a Declan Rice away from winning a fucking title. Declan Rice is a great player, and you gotta fucking talk yourself out paying this goddamn English tax because he's an English player.
Yeah,
He's not a $120 million guy. He's just not.
I agree.
Last game on Saturday, EPL. I fucking love this one. Brentford versus Bournemouth. Brentford
Oh
at home
yeah.
is a fucking wagon. I am a huge Brentford fan, so I might be a little more biased here, and somebody might have to talk me out of this. I don't see a way that Brentford doesn't shellac Bournemouth here at home. They're playing great ball. If Ivan Tooney's in the lineup, I don't know how you don't take him. Like, he's on one right now. He's giving the middle finger to fucking everybody
Yeah.
for being left off the English squad, for all this shit about him, betting. Side note, I can be your proxy, bro. Like, just give me a call. You need a fucking bag, man. Like, I got you. We don't need to have these issues. And he's clearly been betting on himself for goals because
Yes.
that's all this man does. He's a walking fucking bucket.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they got a dub without him the other day. With him in the lineup, I love team total over 1.5 here, right around -125.
Go ahead, bring it up. Bring it up to over 2.5. Bournemouth are conceding 3 goals per contest. You're getting plus 225 for Brentford, who buzz at home to score at least 3 goals. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Like, oh, it's beautiful.
The bees are back, baby. It's
Yeah, they
fucking
are.
awesome to see. Like, if you guys don't know, the Brentford owner is a former gambler. He created Brentford's entire model about buying players who are undervalued on the wrong teams. He completely stopped. He got rid of the academy, stopped investing in the academy, and all he does is flip players. And he brought them all the way up from EL2 to fucking Premier League, and now they're putting in work, and it's fucking awesome to see. So if
Yeah.
you're not a Brentford fan, that's something to look into, especially if you're a gambler, because you will love this Brentford team and how they're run. That said, gotta talk about Bournemouth a little bit. Sorry, they're in the fucking mud. Like
Yeah, they are bad.
they're not good. Sloan Key, great Champions League striker, struggling here for Bournemouth. I got trapped on betting Bournemouth to score the other day at, like, I don't know, plus 115 for both teams to score. And they couldn't do it. So I'm pretty pissed, and I hope Brentford fucking bury them.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna play Brentford corner market as well. Their spread.
Yep.
That one I gotta see if they're gonna go 4-3-3 or not. They have no reason not to at home. That's gonna be a fun one. Listen, I think that you can, like, this Brentford side, if you like taking shot props when the lineups come out, guys, like, you have a chance to like make some good money by parlaying these shot props for their forwards here, because you'll get
Yeah.
a lot
Tooney,
of shots.
Mubumbo's been playing great too.
Yeah,
He really,
Wissa too. Yeah, we just gotta wait to see who starts.
yep. Love it. Let's head over to Spain
Okay.
because we got some tasty Spanish matches. 8 a.m. Eastern time. We got Valladolid hosting Rayo Vallecano. Rayo Vallecano finally have RDT eligible. So I guess what was going
Oh
on
my
with the
God, I
RDT.
totally forgot about that. Oh my God.
Yep. So what happened with RDT is he wanted out of Espanol. The transfer window had closed. I didn't find any of this information out until I saw the game when he subbed on yesterday. They, maybe that was my lack of digging, but I couldn't figure out why the fuck RDT couldn't get on the pitch. I didn't, they made it sound like he wasn't healthy, blah, blah, blah. What had happened is his representative went into the office and smacked the shit out of Espanol's manager and said, get him the fuck off this team. He ain't playing. So they sent him over to Rayo outside of the transfer window, so he wasn't eligible to play. RDT is back. He got some tick. He created dangerous chances against Betis there at the end of the game. I'm very fucking glad that Betis won that, held out, because we had them draw no bet. Shout out to 1 Betis on the road. Great price on that. But RDT is what Rayo Vallecano is missing. They are missing a true striker, and
Yep.
RDT is that fucking guy. If you watched Espanyol last year, he had what, 14, 15, 16 goals? Like he was the top Spaniard in La Liga last year. He was the top scoring Spaniard in La Liga last year. The man is a fucking problem, and that's exactly what Rayo Vallecano need. They need an outlet to get the ball who can finish. And if RDT starts, you bet your ass I'm taking him for a goal. And if he starts, I love the price on Rayo. Draw no bet here.
When when RDT transferred, I was like, I remember like looking and reading the article, and I was like, wait, why the hell is he not available to play? And I just it felt like forever until the window opened up again for him to play, and I totally forgot about it. That's so funny. Like, what a funny situation.
Well, and it sucks for Espanyol because I thought getting Joselu there with him would make
Yeah,
Espanyol a fucking problem. But you know, RDT gonna RDT. So yeah, he's kind of an asshole. He was in Madrid for a while. Like, no disrespect. He also always has our number. Like, he fucking gets he has a little bit of a vendetta against Madrid, and like he
yeah.
gets buckets against us. So that's something to watch out for in the future. But yeah, if he starts, I love him for a goal. Great player. Like I said, last year top Spanish-born goal scorer in La Liga. And he makes Rayo a problem. Rayo struggle incredibly on the road. Once they have RDT setting this group of guys, they're going to be a problem.
Yeah. Do you have a bet in this game, or are you just gonna wait and see if he starts?
I'm gonna wait and see if he starts. If he starts, I love draw no bet for Rayo here. Valladolid is dangerous at home. They play much better football at home. They are capable of scoring. I'm gonna have to see lineups, but both teams to score definitely in play here. Both teams to score over 2.5 definitely in play here. Rayo leaks goals on the road. They're not super sound defensively on the road. That's why they need RDT to overcome those defensive problems.
Okay, yeah, I didn't have a bet for this game. I didn't find an angle that I really liked, but I'll probably tail whatever you put on that one.
For sure. Next up, we got Girona versus Sevilla. Sevilla let us down a little bit. I thought they'd come out a lot better after being with a new manager for a month and only having like two or three guys go to World Cup
Yeah,
duty. But that said, Girona, especially at home, they score goals.
yeah,
I love the price on both teams to score here. I kind of lean Sevilla, draw no bet. Both teams to score over 2.5, definitely in play. I think Sevilla has been playing better football. Girona are very volatile. They're up and down. Castellanos is suspended on yellow cards. He's a big goal scorer for them. So that's a little bit of a problem. Papu Gomez is out with an ankle injury for Sevilla. They have a couple other knocks. So, you know, there's probably 4 or 5 guys here who's not going to play for each team, which means you'll see some younger, less experienced guys, which to me screams goals.
yeah. I like both teams to score here, and this is I don't do this often, um, but I am probably going to take Sevilla team total over 1.5. It's
I
just the
like
price
it.
is just a little bit too high. Everyone knows that Girona's an auto both teams to score bet. Like, you don't even have to think twice. You lock that bet in, close your eyes. So you're saying Sevilla's going to score one automatically, is what I'm thinking, right? Well, why not
Yep.
put a half unit on them to score two at plus 175? Like, the price is just too nice not to take it.
Yeah. El Nasiri's been in great form for
Oh,
them.
since
Like
the World
Sevilla
Cup
are.
too. Yeah, damn.
Yes, Sevilla is definitely playing a lot better ball. Rafa Mir is playing really well for them as well. So yeah, and especially like me and Brad were saying, if you've listened to our buddy Buckets John over on Twitter, he's in love with this Girona team for
Yeah.
both teams to score. It's a solid play. I've been a big fan of Girona, since they traded for Tati, yes, they're owned by the same city group, so they're just kind of moving their own players around there. But I like Tati coming out NYCFC. It's nice to see him get some tick in a bigger league for a bigger club. Obviously, he's suspended on yellows, so we won't see him this weekend, but I still love both teams to score. I like over 2.5, and I tend to agree with you. I think Sevilla will be the better team, so I like their draw no bet. I like their
Yeah.
team total angle as well. Next up, we have a game I want to say is boring, but if you don't like Spanish football, this one's probably not for you. Osasuna is fucking dead to me. I don't rate Osasuna. We disrespect Osasuna around here. Hosting Mallorca, who is very, very scrappy. Mallorca has put together a very great season. They are incredibly tough. They're physical. They're the most carded team in the most carded league. So yeah, what was I gonna say? Them Mallorca to have over 3.5 cards is basically a fucking auto bet at this point. They don't care. Like their guys will get suspended. They don't give a shit. They have the defense to continue packing the box with great defenders and trying to grind out, especially road games, 1-0.
Yeah.
So Osasuna does get a little bit better at home. For me, it's still disrespect Osasuna all day. But if I'm gonna play anything here, it's gonna be bookings. And that's Mallorca. That's Mallorca football.
I like 0-0 in that match plus 525. I played it in Osasuna's last match, and then I played live under in their last match. I gave out corners as well. I cannot believe what I watched, where you just had Bilbao just corner, no goal, corner. I was like, thanks, keep going. At one point I even played under 1.5 goals, and I was like, holy shit, this is sweat free. It's like the 80th minute and it's 0-0. And I'm like, I have a chance to sweep all these. That was so nice after Michigan football lost me all that money to get that money back. But they say whenever you lose money in football, you go and just switch to the other football and you make your money back.
Facts.
He is a starting for Juventus. So I wanted to say that as well. I'm looking at his prop. If there's any prop that I like, I'll say it out loud.
Dope. Keep searching that. We'll cover the last Spanish game on Saturday, which is this is the fucking derby, bro. This is the Basque Country derby, baby. We got Sociedad hosting Bilbao. Sociedad is on a fucking rip right now. Kubo is playing great ball. My guy Ali Cho from France, he's been knocked up, taking a little knock on his ankle. I hope he's back for this one because he gives them great pace. This is a fucking bloodbath. This might have 8, 9, 10 cards, red cards.
Yes.
The
Cards and
Basque
corners
Country
in this
boys
game.
do not give a fuck. They love beating the shit out of each other. Bilbao is one of the toughest squads on the face of the planet, especially in the Basque Country. This stadium is going to be absolutely rocking. I really like how Sociedad's been playing. Orzlov has been fucking crushing it for him. Kubo with the assists. That said, these guys are way undersized to be taking on Bilbao, who's got, the likes of Munayin. They got the Williams brothers, who are an absolute fucking wagon. They're playing great football. They have great cohesion up top, and that back line is full of fucking goons.
Yeah.
So I love this game. If you like physical, beat them up. If you can't beat them up football. This is going to be great. I do see goals here. Sociedad leaks them, but scores them really well. I think if they get Cho back, especially with some pace, even though he's 20 years old, I think he's a good flip because he's got more size and pace than Kubo does. I love Kubo. I just think he's got a really tough matchup here with the midfield and the backs for Bilbao, just because they're such big bodies and they will hammer Kubo. But yeah, I love both teams to score here. I am probably Leg tried to talk me into Bilbao because the price is super nice on a Bilbao draw no bet.
Yeah.
But I think the price on Sociedad at plus 140 in the form they've been in at home, I can't overlook that. I like Sociedad to win this one.
I like cards and corners in that. This number will not last all the way up until game time. Over 8.5 corners right now is at a playable price. It'll probably move to where you're gonna have to play 9.5 corners. I like that a lot. For the soccer match for Juventus versus Napoli, I'm taking a parlay for half a unit. Chiesa 1 shot on target plus under 3.5 goals in that. It's plus 118. The only reason I'm keeping it at half a unit is because he hasn't played more than 45 minutes since his
Yep.
injury. So I don't want him to get subbed off at half and I lose a whole unit. But I think this is going to be the last time that we were able to play this market since this is his first start.
Yes, I like that look a lot. I am actually pulling up the Juve lineup as we speak. Do do do.
Plus 118 if I didn't say the odds. Sweet.
Lineups. So yeah, look at this lineup, dude. Juve's just packing the box here.
Yeah.
This if you I'm sorry if you didn't get in already and the unders moved, but yeah, this is why we screamed about the under early. Um that said, if Napoli scores a goal, I love the look on Osimhen here. Osimhen's playing really, really good ball. He's leading Serie A in goals. Like the fact that you're getting plus 160 on the Serie A goal leader is pretty good. I haven't even shopped that around yet. Now that lineups are official, but if you are stretching for somebody if you need to bet a goal scorer, I would definitely look at Osimhen or I would look at Demira, maybe Milik.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would not play a Juve goal scorer even with the value. If
No.
you think Juve score a goal, for me the move is to just play Juve double chance
Yeah.
because if they score, I don't see how they walk out of that building without a point.
Yeah, I am now I see this lineup. I also am gonna be interested in Napoli corner handicap. I'm pulling up the numbers right now and I'll tell you guys if I go a full unit or a half
Probably
unit on it.
-2.
I think it's gonna be like -2.5.
Yeah,
Corner. Oh, we get a -1.5. I'm gonna take that for a full unit.
I like that. Corner match bets, 250 corner spread. Yeah. Yeah, you can get -2 at plus 134. You worry about the push there though, because push is a bettable option. Make sure you shop around your books. Try and get one without a draw, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Napoli corners is definitely the move. Just look how Juve's lined up. Like
Yeah.
Napoli are going to control they're going to try and control the ball here, and Juve's just going to look to spring counters.
Yep, exactly. I think I mean it's smart tactics by Allegri. We knew it was going to happen, but this shows you like when I look at this lineup, right, and I see what we got Locatelli in the middle, then we got
Yep.
McKinney and Rabiot both in the middle. We knew Rabiot was being in
Mhm.
the middle, but McKinney not out wide. He's going to take McKinney from going forward on the flanks to going forward in the mid, compact,
Yep.
move forward together as a team, controlled, limit possession when you have the ball. It's not going to be like when people think about like Juventus, when Juventus is going forward, it's not going to be like what you typically see of Juventus going forward. It's not going to be you're going to have your wings going and just attack. It's going to be no, controlled from the middle, build. That way, if Napoli gets the ball back, you get right back into position. I saw a pretty cool video today about basketball defending on a rope. Basically means everyone is tied together. When
Yep.
you see a team that's going to drop into a back line of five, it's the same principle where everyone's connected on a rope. You're moving on a rope. So this guy, this part of the defense is not up here. This part's not up here. It's like this. It's a rope. It's moving together. That's how Juventus is going to build. That's why I like the corner handicap there.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm gonna we'll quickly mention the Serie A games on Saturday. The prices on sides and totals is pretty shit.
Yeah.
But I do gotta mention Lecce versus AC Milan. If you haven't been following me on Liao props, I don't know what you're doing. Like the Liao's a walking fucking bucket. He didn't get he got very little tick playing for Portugal. He got some nice rest and he's driving up his transfer market value day in and day out. I think he probably stays here at AC Milan through the season, and moving him in the summer is probably the right move for AC Milan because they're very much still in the Scudetto conversation,
Yeah.
especially if they get Zlatan Ibrahimovic back. Because as we all know, what does Zlatan do? He fucking wins trophies. It's especially Scudettos. The man loves Italy and is a merchant. He'll play for anybody in Italy. So,
Yeah.
AC Milan very much in the Scudetto race. If you're not looking at Leao goal and Leao assist prices every match, you're tripping because I still got him plus 425 last match for an assist.
That's beautiful. That's a great price.
Yes, sir. Inter versus Verona. Inter at home smacks Verona here. Verona had
This
a
is a
very nice.
bounce back spot for Inter because they've been
Yup.
playing terrible on the road recently.
Yup. So they get Verona at home. Verona had a nice midweek match, winning 2-0. You would think that that would adjust the price a little bit. Not even close. It's fucking Inter. So
Yeah.
yeah, just look for Lautaro Martinez and anybody else you like on Inter because they should run it up here against a not very good Verona team.
This is a Verona got their first, guys, you hear me, their first clean sheet of the season last match. Inter need this match so bad. This is going to be a bloodbath. There's when you want to read lines for soccer and football, right? You say, well, Inter hasn't been playing well. I'm going to take Verona plus 1.5 for plus money. No, there's a reason they made Inter minus 1.5, minus 120. Like I'm going to be on Inter. I'll probably be on Inter in over 2.5 goals. But I wouldn't talk anyone off minus 1.5. Verona, when they score at home, and when they score, they score with like a team XG of like 0.6. Like it's
I
not
was
like
gonna say there's not a true score there. I mean,
yeah,
like their best guy is what fucking Kevin Lasagna.
yeah, and
Like,
he's coming off an energy.
yeah,
Excuse me,
an
an
injury.
injury. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's coming off an injury. So
yeah. So I agree with you there. Inter roll at home. Obviously, as you see, like the San Siro is no fucking joke. They
yeah,
ground out a result against Napoli there. They gave Napoli their first loss of the season. Very, very, very tough road environment for a team in Verona who's not very good.
yeah.
Let's head over to Sunday EPL. We got Chelsea taking on Palace. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about Chelsea. Y'all are in the fucking mud, and $2 million worth of strikers isn't helping your team. Yo,
No,
Felix, shout out my man. Come on, you look great the first half, and then what do? You take your fucking Simeone teachings and you get a straight red on an atrocious tackle in the
terrible.
55th minute. I mean, like it couldn't have been any fucking like it looked a little bit worse in full speed, but like, what the fuck are you doing going thigh high studs up on that challenge there, man? You
So
can't
dumb.
do that.
So dumb. I before you say your bet on this game, I want to know how I'm going to get plus money on both teams to score. Do I take both teams to score, or do I just take Crystal Palace to score?
I
Because
was gonna say, like, where are these goals coming from for Chelsea, man?
yeah,
They
like
can't
I
fucking
think I
score
just
with the
have to take
shit. Is
Crystal Palace to
Aubameyang
score.
alive?
Like I think I have to take Palace to score. You know what? I might actually take Palace to score and for half a unit in a parlay, and then take Palace plus 0.75 or take Palace plus 1. I am not I do not see a world where Chelsea in their god awful back line contain the likes of Eze, Olelis, Zaha. There's so much pace in the attack for Palace, and I think Vieira is the manager for Palace. I think he's gonna be smart to that. Like he is a very tactical manager where sometimes you
Palace
get
have been
burned.
insane on the road this year too.
They have. They've been better on the road than they have
On
been
the
at
road than
Selhurst.
they have at home.
And I think that his tactics, he changed them from match to match, but I think he's going to be smart and knows that he could use his pace against Chelsea in their back line. Palace scored in this game. If you're looking for a parlay leg, it's probably going to be what's minus 120. It's minus 155. Hell yeah, I'm playing that. Like, are you kidding me? I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if Chelsea see red in this match. And I'm not saying it because of João Felix from last match. Like, this totally different reasoning, but there's so much pace that bad back line has to deal with. I just see someone making a bad challenge on a counter, and that's their second yellow. Boom, show me the red.
Yeah, anybody except for Silva. I mean, because Silva
Yeah,
just is way too good back there.
he's way too tactical. He's smart.
He's so fucking good. But yeah, man, I agree with you. Like, I think Palace on the double chance here. Even like I see him coming out of the bridge with a draw.
Yeah,
I think the bridge might be dead. Like, these fans are like, they might be in there fucking booing Chelsea.
I think can you believe, like, they were so ready, they were so fast to kick Tuchel out of town. They bring in Potter, and he's just done worse. Like, gross. Like, he's gonna be one of the shortest EPL tenured coaches there is.
Yeah, facts. Well, you totally expected Potter to score goals, right? Because his
Yeah.
resume at Chelsea definitely screams, I scored goals. Oh, wait, no, let me check my notes. Yeah, they were the worst XG team in EPL last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, Potter, I'm sorry, man, but you fucked up taking that Chelsea job. You probably got a nice bag for it, but yeah, that's a resume killer right there.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Like, if you can still get Palace at +1 at anything -115 or better, I love Palace on an Asian handicap +1 here.
Yeah.
I know the lines moved after that Chelsea atrocious game with the João Felix red. He's clearly not going to be available, so line movement might have whacked us there. But yeah, I like Palace on a double chance or a +1. Next, this game is going to be a fucking banger. Newcastle at home versus Fulham. Fulham going from newly promoted
Oh
team.
my God.
They're top 6 right now. They can play ball without Mitrovic. We just saw them play ball without Mitrovic. They get Mitrovic back. They just punked Chelsea in their own building. Newcastle is the best defensive team in the EPL. They get Mitrovic back. Love both teams to score over 2.5 here, because Newcastle's winning this game. They are winning this game. But Fulham's going to score.
I'm obsessed with this game, especially from a Newcastle perspective, because never, and what I love about this Fulham team, never, ever, ever do they do this. Never do they just say, oh, we're Fulham. We're not supposed to be here. We're going to sit in a low block and hope that we can escape with the draw. No, that's not in their nature. That's not in their makeup. They attack, they attack, they attack. In Craven Cottage, you can win games. You are not in Craven Cottage. I think that Newcastle is going to be fun. I'm going to play them on the corners over. I'm going to play them -1. I'm going to play them to win in over 2.5 goals. It's not because I think Fulham's bad. It's because I think they're fearless.
Because Newcastle's fucking good.
Yes, and Fulham is fearless against this team, which means Newcastle's going to have their way with pretty much what they want. Like, you're telling me Newcastle, who's going to press a team who's going to be more than okay with throwing blows back. You're telling me I'm getting plus money on their corner prop? Come on, guys. Like, the only way the corner prop doesn't hit for Newcastle is if they go up 3-0 in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, you know who I've been loving watching too over at Fulham is Pereira. Pereira is playing great ball there. Tim Rahm, shout out USA, is playing fucking great for Fulham. Willian, Reed, Polina, like, they're all playing fucking great ball. They're playing great team ball over there. Fulham's cooking. They are dangerous. They are not going back down. And Mitrovic is shaking a lot of the fucking shit that was around him of he's a great Champions League scorer. Yep. He can't get it done in the Prem. Every year they got promoted to the Prem, he was the whole team, and he got injured. He missed like a third of the games each year. He hadn't scored more than 10 goals in a Prem season. He's obliterated that already, and he is putting that to bed. Turns out when you get Fulham, a good manager, and a budget, they can make some fucking noise. And Mitrovic is that dude. So I really like what Fulham's going on here. That said, Newcastle's going to smack them around.
Newcastle.
In their own building.
This is guys, if you don't watch this match, if you don't watch every single match on Sunday, you're getting ready for your barbecue. You gotta rub the ribs, whenever you do it, turn your TV on to this match, because you're going to see aggression. You're going to see two teams who honestly believe they can beat anybody in the Premier League. Those are the type of matches that you want to watch.
Absolutely. And Newcastle have Isak back, who is a fucking weapon.
Oh, he's gonna be available?
I believe so. He
Oh,
came
hell
on
yes.
the other day. I believe he's available. If you're not familiar with Isak's
Mr.
game,
75 mil euro.
Yup, and if you watched Real Sociedad last year, you know he's worth every fucking penny of that because he is that dude. Isak is a great young player. Shout out Sweden. He plays for the Swiss national team. He's fucking great there too. Last one we got on Sunday, the North London Derby. And this is where it would be super handy to have McAfee to get you all the Arsenal hype. Arsenal, this number is disrespectful. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you've watched Tottenham play football, they're shit. Like, and I hate to take the Tottenham equals shit from the Arsenal fans, but like, yo, I'm sorry, I can't bet like you can't bet Son anymore. Like, if you haven't figured that out yet, like I know there's value on that. I won't touch a Son prop until I see him put 3 fucking good games together.
Yeah.
Because he's not it. Like, he's Casper the Friendly Ghost out there. He was the former Golden Boot leader. He's been ran into the ground. He had to do international duty for South Korea. You know, he's over here. He's exhausted, man. These guys have played an insane amount of games. Tottenham is still in UCL. Like, that said, this game, let's see if they finally gave me a ref for it, but this game is cards galore.
Cards galore. I'm taking 4.5 and parlaying that with Sassuolo, both teams to score. That's plus money, and I'm taking over 5.5 or plus 115. We have Craig Pawson as the referee for this match.
Yep, I'm looking up his stats right now. I love a penalty to be awarded in this one. There always seems to be a penalty in the North London Derby.
Yeah.
You know, it can fuck the game up. I'm not gonna say the reason I love this prop is because I don't have to pick who it's going to be awarded to.
Yeah.
I don't have to pick who's going to, I don't have to sweat whether or not they make the penalty kick. I don't have to do any of that. I'm getting plus 180 just on a penalty to be awarded in a game that promises to be a bloodbath. Also, this ref right here, 10 EPL games, averaging 23.5 fouls per game, gave away a couple of penalties this year in his 10 games. So 0.4 penalties means he's got to give at least 2 pens away. He averages over 4 cards a game in a derby that promises to be a bloodbath, where Tottenham is fucking pissed that Arsenal's top of the table.
Yeah. No, listen. Whenever you see, you got if you hear the words London Derby, all the London Derbies, cards. Listen, oh my God. I think I just got, so my Premier League email just came through. And Premier League is even drawing the intention and the hype of these derbies. They said huge derbies up next. Everyone is excited for these. The teams don't like each other. It's going to be cards. It's going to be so beautiful. I just can't wait to see every 30 seconds. Put your cards out.
Facts. We are coming up a little bit on time. I want to make sure we cover a game over in Italy that I gave out early in the week. I love this angle. I think the price is still good. I'm not sure. I jumped in early. So, Udinese hosts Bologna in a game that Udinese needs. I think Udinese are a little fraudulent, but they get buckets, especially at home. Bologna just had 2 of their best defensive and holding midfielders and a defensive line guy suspended. They are without Arnautovic and they are without Burrow. They have no fucking pace. They're wrecked with injuries. They're going to have to call up academy kids for this game. So you might see some 17, 18, 19-year-olds out there for Bologna. What Bologna does well is they pack the box and they spring fast counters. They are missing their two paciest guys that get goals. Arnautovic is the second or third leading goal scorer in Serie A. Without him, Bologna have no fucking teeth. Udinese at home at plus money was disrespectful. The second I saw the second guy get suspended for Bologna, I immediately ran to Caesars. They had the best price. I locked this in at plus 106. If you can still find anything above minus 105, play it now, because when the market comes around on Sunday and they see who's suspended for Bologna and who Bologna is going to have to run out there, it's a joke. This price is going to tank.
Yeah, I actually am on Udinese corner handicap in this match. So you said a lot of that I love about Bologna. Bologna is going to struggle to come forward too in this match. And what I mean by that is they're not going to try. They're going to try, but when you are coming forward on the road, you're going to want to have to try to break down the defense to get into that final third. They're going to struggle to do that against Udinese. And you know what Udinese is going to do? Press, pound, all match. Corners, give them to me. All they need to do is win it. This price will probably be minus 170 before kickoff. It's minus 148 offshore, probably about minus 140 on legal books.
Earlier in the day, you mentioned this earlier as a parlay piece. I love both teams to score over 2.5. Sassuolo Lazio.
Yes.
So Sassuolo at home punks Lazio. That's what they do. They have Lazio's number. Sassuolo at home, Robin Hood of Serie A. They rob from the rich. They give to the poor. They beat good teams, especially at home. They give points back to shit teams because they're Sassuolo. They don't have the budget to keep the good players. Obviously, we saw Samacha move out there. Berardi has committed to staying to Sassuolo, I guess. So he's their biggest weapon. I love Berardi props, and Immobile is basically Lazio's whole offense. So that's a player prop always to look at. Love both teams to score over 2.5 here.
Sassuolo is such a beautiful team because they love to get stretched, and that just says Immobile. I just see him scoring a goal on the counter. It's going to be so beautiful. It's my favorite parlay piece of the week. If you want to do both teams to score, it's minus 165. So parlay that. And then if you want to take over 2.5 included, that's good as well. But I'm pretty much using that leg with a lot. Okay, let's not just dog on Sassuolo as well as dog on Lazio as well. Lazio have been conceding the most egregious, dumb goals, and they're not gonna stop doing that. So you might as well bet that and have fun watching that match. Have fun watch. It's not gonna be like one of those situations where oh, this is such beautiful football. It's gonna be like, wow, that was such a dumb mistake, but I'm with it.
Hey, Supreme Hattie, the two guys in Villarreal and Celta. The guy for Villarreal, his name's Chuck Ueze. He's an absolute monster. He's starting. He's playing on the right. If he gets the ball on the left foot, he's a fucking problem. So just know if his shot on target's still even money, take that. Yeah. I like him for a goal. I like him maybe to assist as well. And Aspas is the guy for Celta. He's the fucking dude. He drives the whole team, goal or assist. If it's, I don't like that as a single. If you're looking to parlay, that's a nice parlay piece, but I would probably split a unit because you'll probably get better value than the goal or assist together. I want to make sure that we get as much shit as possible. We're coming up against the window. I still have to get bets in for these games. I'm trying not to be rude and do it on air. Roma plus money versus Fiorentina. Fiorentina's shit on the road. Roma is grinding out Jose Mourinho football. In Roma, they're a fucking problem. Give me Roma plus money.
I can't believe that the line for this is moving towards the over. I just don't believe it. If under 2.5 gets to minus 120, I think I have to take it. Fiorentina, they are lucky to score goals. And it's not because they don't have the talent. They just don't know what to do. They have Kwame, who is great. Kwame is great, but he struggles to know when to take a rip or when to service the ball inside. Then they have Akone on the other side who He's great on the ball. Like, he's great as an individual player on the ball. If he were to be in a room by himself, dribbling around in circles, it'd be beautiful to watch. But he does too much, takes too many touches.
Yep.
So Jovic doesn't get the services that he needs. So I'd be shocked for them to score multiple goals. And then, they're going to have to play defense because they're not going to be able to outscore Roma. And Mourinho, when he goes up 1-0, beep, 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 he's parking that bus. So I'm waiting for that to die down. I'm shocked to see that the total's rising a little bit, but we'll just have to wait on that one.
Yep. All right, man. Well, thank you very much for coming in for a
Thanks for
spot
having
fill
me.
today. I absolutely love talking ball with you. This has been a great show. Just to cover our bets for today, we like both teams. We both like both teams to score in this Celta Villarreal game. I believe we both liked both teams to score. Or no, we both like the under in the Juve Napoli game.
Yep.
And then both teams to score in Austin Villa versus Leeds.
Yep.
I put those three together in a parlay to get you anywhere between plus 420 and plus 470. I took under as a straight in the Juve Napoli game. I took both teams to score as a straight in this Celta Vigo game. Lineups are out. Look at Ospas prices. Look at Chuck Uazy prices. And you like leads on the corners. Anything else
Yep.
I missed
I like
on
leads
that
on the
one?
corners. And then Chiesa shot on target, parlayed with under 3.5. And I did Chuck Uazy, one shot on target plus 100.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much for Gold Boys for hosting us. This was a great show. Love talking ball with Brad. Shout out our sponsors at Pickett Sports. If you're not using Pickett, great way to manage your bankroll, track your bets, shop lines. They have a really good line shopping tool. If you're not signed up, you can use promo code Burroaks, all capitals. What's your promo code? You got promo code,
I
Brad?
don't have a promo code.
Okay. So yeah, you can follow both of us over on Pickett. You'll see us throw out a couple of bets there. Follow us both on Twitter. Brad's at BLT
At Mr. Brad Thomas.
at Mr. Brad Thomas. I'm at Burroaks77. That's Lord Brad Thomas to all you peasants because he owns some fucking land over there now. My guy, thank you so much for
Thanks,
coming on to
man.
talk ball. Let's have a great day. Best of luck to Juve. Best of luck to Napoli. Gonna be a cracking match.
Yes,
Get
it
yourself a
is.
beer, sit down, relax, enjoy some Friday afternoon football. Good to see you. Thanks for coming out.